Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Build video with me, Vanillaraccoon. And in this episode, what we are going to be building is a simple, cool, modern house. So what we're going to start off with is by placing some... What we're going to do is we're going to first change the weather to clear. We're going to jump out because I like to go by odd numbers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so here goes the first block. Alrighty, you guys. There, the build is done. No, I'm kidding. What we're going to be doing is we're going to lay out actually the porch to start with. And I'm going to be using a few blocks that may not be available in any of the console editions of Minecraft, and for those of you who are playing on the console editions, I do apologize that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you're gonna place 2 high up of courts, and then you're gonna place 6 total fence posts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that way you technically then have 5 space going on here, because on that 6th post you're then gonna twist it around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you know what? Yeah. So you want to have it in a, you're going to have a 5 by 5 space to use. And then what you want to do is just, you want to fill in the spaces here with spruce wood. And we're going to try and do this without getting that slim slime all up in our grill, Them slim slimes be like, yo, I see you trying to build. Let me get in your way. It's almost like how when you're building something and you have creepers that just want to come by and then they think what you're building is cool and they just can't hold in their excitement and everything, Oops. Okay. Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong one. Oh, wait, no. I was just using the wrong slip slabs. I'm so sorry about that, you guys. I'm not entirely sure what it is that happened there. My mind said spruce, but I was using dark oak. And so we're going to be using dark oak fences here on top of these spruce slip slabs. So that way you still have your contrasting colors going against the modern house. The color of the modern house, but you don't want to have the same texture. Well, you don't want to have the same color scheme going on for your flooring, your porch, patio, whatever you want to call this, and then with the fences. So next up, what we're going to do is you're going to fill in these gaps right... Actually, you know what? No. What you're going to do is... Bear with me here. You're going to have a little doorway here. So we're just going to leave this open as it is. We're not going to do anything with it. We're not going to place a door there or whatever. So next up, what you want to do is you want to start bringing up, you want to start bringing out the walls here. So we're going to have 3 here. So going along the same path of the fences, you're going to have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total quartzy blocks. And then you're going to want to have a design like this. And you're going to do the exact same thing over here. So you should have something like this. I'm going to quickly stop and let you take it all in. Okay. So, next up, is you're going to take some quartzy quartz, place it along the top roof here. Not roof. Place it on top again. And then you're going to start punching out walls here. So that way you can start to have your modern house type of look. And I am using light blue stained glass. And that's mainly because when I think of a modern house, I like to think of the color blue for the windows. Well, light blue, that is. So next up, what you are going to do is you're going to place 1 block going along the wall here, and you're going to place 3 total. Now what you're going to do is you're going to jump a total of 4 blocks, and on that 4th one you're going to place a block down and then place 3 high up, and then you're going to do the exact same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 4th one, go 3 high up, and something. Oh wait, no, yeah, this is right. This is right. Sorry, guys. And so then you're just gonna give it some more walls and shapes. Now the reason why we're doing this, all right, is because now you're gonna bring this out back here. Yes, by 3. No, 4. So that way on the 4th one you place 3 high up, and then you're gonna turn it again. Next up, what you're gonna do is, hold on, I'm trying to see this again. Okay, yeah. So you're going to do the exact same thing over here. Now, this modern house will be as symmetrical as I can make it for you guys. But don't expect it to be, you know, the greatest of all symmetrical shapes. Next up, what you're going to do is we're going to have the bedroom coming into here. So once again, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Whoops. However, for this room, we're just going to have it come out by 3 blocks, and on the 3rd block, you're going to place 3 high up, as opposed to doing the whole going out by 4 on the 4th block, turning it inwards. Because we don't want this modern house to be too, you know, large in size and scale and whatever. So now, what you want to have is something like this. And the reason why I'm just filling up the walls is because then we're going to be punching out the windows as we begin to get more in detail. Okay, so keep in mind this is going to be the bedroom. So what we want to do is just raise it up by 3. I'm going to go ahead and quickly grab a quartzy stair, and I'm going to just place it on the inside of this wall. Okay, so next up, so this is going to be our kitchen area, and that's why we're going to have our windows like this. Now, in here is just going to be like a nice little cozy room of the sort. So that way you're going to have your entrance right here. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to go ahead, place an upside down stair facing inwards. So now your modern house is going to take shape like this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the video right here, fill up the flooring with the birch slabs, and I'll be right back. So the reason why I decided to cut the video there was because I figured, you know, it'll be one thing to go ahead and say you're going to do something like filling up the flooring, but then it's another thing to actually do it on camera, because then that's going to cut time into the video, and it's not that appealing to you guys. So that's why I just quickly did that. So next up, like I said, this is going to be our kitchen area. So what we are going to have is over here, we're going to have 2 furnaces. We're going to have a cauldron that's acting as our sink. Over here, we're going to have our crafting table. And the reason why I put these piston and a sticky piston with the redstone beneath it, so that way they're acting as islands or whatever they're called, or even just normal tables, if you will. The reason why I wanted to just mix match it with like a normal piston and a sticky piston is, say, you know, you're cooking and you're going to spill something in it, obviously. So, you know, can't have it too clean for a modern. What I decided to do here was to sort of bring together the light and the dark color schemes, whatever the proper wording for that is I decided to just go with a simple stone slab. And the reason why I'm using slabs for the flooring is because that way, if you want to build this, hostile mobs will not spawn. So next up, let's go with a door. Now this is a modern house, and at least going by this texture pack, the dark oak door seems to look nice. Don't ask me why. I mean, that's just how it is. But to each their own, you can use whichever door it is you would like to. For the inside part here, I think I'm going to just go with a normal spruce door. Yeah, it's going to face this way. Okay, so next up, what we're going to do is now we're going to start punching out the windows and everything. So, let me see. Sun rises in the east, sets in the west. So, east is that way. Okay, so now you can go about this in several different ways. I'm terribly sorry for that one, folks. I had to quickly sneeze, and I did not want to have to sneeze in your ears. So like I was about to say, we're going to just have a 3x3 window at 3 window in length, 1 in height and everything. We're not going to do anything to this wall because this is actually going to be our seating area, and I think what we're going to use is why don't we actually mix it up? Why don't we take snow and use this for our couch, all right? Or our seating chair. Oh, can I not do this? Whoops. That's got to be the most derpiest looking couch, but okay. There you go. So this is going to be our couch, all right? Um, so now what we're going to have is, like I was saying, we're going to have a bedroom. And the reason why I'm just starting to start working on rooms now is because I sort of don't want to, uh, I sort of like to build my stuff as I can. Um, if that makes any sense to you guys. If it doesn't, I apologize. Um, I just like once I have the design in my head, I want to try and nail it out as quickly as I can. So, and here we're gonna just use a carpet. For me, I'm gonna go ahead. What's something that contrasts is the birch. Um, I'm gonna go with purple for the carpet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just go ahead, place carpet around like this, and let me go ahead, use my little redstone and piston thing to act as our table. This is just gonna be, for role-playing purposes, if that's the terminology or comparison, whatever. Why place? There you go. So there you go. Bedroom is set. And actually, we're going to need some lighting in here because, well, it's kind of hard to move through the dark. Why don't we place our lighting right here at the foot of the bed in each corner? So, next up, we are going to now work on the roof. Oh yeah, so this is where our diorite block and our polished diorite is going to come into play. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring out some quartzy quartz, all right? We're going to bring it around the, hold on, just to help me figure out where it goes. This is going to go along the perimeter of the fences that we have, and then we're going to bring it all the way out to here. Then we're going to grab ourselves some quartz stairs, bring it out, going, whoops, across my mouse likes to act up at times, so please forgive me for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're gonna have a sunroof going on here, and here you is. 2, 3. Okay. Now what we're going to do, whoops, is, oops, we're gonna do something different as opposed to what most modern houses will have. We're gonna take our upside down stairs and we're gonna have the pattern pointing outwards instead of inwards. Um, as to why, I'm not sure. It never hurts to do something different. So now that's gonna do it for this roof here. And then what we're going to do is we're gonna take our polished diorite. Yeah, that's the block. And we're going to just fill it in there, and then we're going to do the exact same thing. Although the more I look at it, the more I am thinking of actually replacing the polished diorite with our glass, so that way we have a little sunlight coming in, natural lighting. Never hurts to have any of that, folks. I like that. It's different. Okay, so that's going to pretty much be this design right here. It's going to be a one-floor house, just so you guys know. If you couldn't tell, because the bedroom is on the first floor. So next up, why don't we actually grab some black wool. There you is. And then for a stair, why don't we just go ahead and use the nether brick stair, and then we're going to grab a painting. Oh, what do you know? For the painting on here, the color thing, the design, whatever, is the picture for the resource pack, which is Equamity, if I hadn't mentioned that. Actually. Okay. So that's going to be our TV area. And you know what? Because when I'm watching TV, I like to have a little DVD-like collection going on. So, whoops, that's going to be our little DVD collection. And also, placing it upside down stair here gives it a nice little feel for it. I don't know if that's the right term to use. Why don't we go ahead and place a chest here? So that way, if you need to sleep and everything, you can just go ahead and do that. Okay. So, this is what we have for our simple, cool, modern house as of now. The design is rather sleek and simple. For some reason, I thought of an iPhone 5. Well, I thought of an iPhone as soon as I said that. I don't know why. This part, I'm actually just tampering with. You do not have to do this if you don't want to. Um, I'm not 100% sure if I like it, but, you know, it never hurts to do some experimenting on Camry, because that's how I, as a, YouTuber, and you as the viewer slash audience, that's how you and I can both work together to make a build come out more cool looking. But unfortunately, you guys, that is going to do it for this episode. So this is part one of probably two parts, maybe three, depending if I decide to do some landscaping and everything out here. So be sure to stay tuned for part two of the simple, cool, modern house. And until next time, peeps, this is Vanillaraccoon. Peace out.